Hello, alto range vocalists. This is the process that I use to help singers smooth over the break. This is also called the secondo passaggio, and it is the transition point between thyroarytenoid dominant singing, chest voice, and cricothyroid dominant singing, the head voice. This is a progressive video, so the exercises will get increasingly difficult rather rapidly. Take it in sections. Practice one exercise for a couple days or a week, and then move on to other sections of the video. But this is the process in its entirety. So before we dive in though, my name is Jeff, and thank you for watching. I don't know if I said that or not yet. If you've chosen to subscribe, thank you very much. If you haven't, I hope that you'll choose to do so. If you have questions or comments, please drop them in the comments section, or I host live events here on YouTube every Saturday evening at 6 p.m. London time. Come on over, ask some questions. I'll do some demonstrations, answer the questions, you know, that sort of thing. And lastly, these videos are open to fan funding, and any contribution, no matter how big nor how small, really does help me keep them going so that I can keep on bringing information about singing to just as many people as possible. So thank you. All right, this all begins with a lip trill. Now I have to demonstrate for you in my range. So my secondo passaggio is around F above middle C, right there. Now your secondo passaggio is probably about there. So I'm going to demonstrate what I want you to do here, and then I'll give you the right key areas so you can do it. So first thing is we have to get so that the top note of a 1-octave arpeggio is above the secondo passaggio and everything else is below. And we want the sound of our voice with a lip trill to have a certain quality. It's kind of hollow sounding. And you'll notice the remainder of the arpeggio is very bright and narrow sounding. What we're learning to do here is to go from cricothyroid dominant, our head voice, to thyroarytenoid dominant, chest voice. And you can begin, try it here. First pitch, very hollow sounding. And again here. And let's do that one more time. And now, if you've been successful with that, let's do a pattern where we descend and ascend. So the new pattern will be this. It is very, very key, pun intended, that the second time we get to the high note, the octave here, that it sound the same. It must be that hollow sound. And that's the only note that sounds that way. Everything else is narrower. So try it here. And now, if you've been successful with that, we can switch over to a 1-3-5-3-1 arpeggio, just a regular perfect fifth arpeggio. This has the effect of narrowing the space that we have to adjust from thyroarytenoid dominant, chest voice, to cricothyroid dominant, head voice, voices. So it's getting a little bit more challenging, but it helps us to refine our technique. So, probably here. And it's the same process. I'll show you here for my voice. Hollow, narrow, narrow. Hollow, narrow, narrow. For you, there. And and try it again. And and similarly to the other exercise, we can ascend as well. So we can go. The key component of that technique is getting the return to the fifth scale degree to be the same hollow kind of sound. And you're here. And now, if you've been successful thus far, we can begin using some vowel syllables in addition to the lip trill. So the first step is oo. Sounds like this. You, you, you. Just that. You, you, you. Hollow, narrow, narrow. Try it here. And let's do it one more time. And do it with we as well, so it sounds like this. We, we, we. E is a narrower vowel, and it's going to help make the translation of resonances between the two ranges of our voices. So that resonance that we get with the E vowel, we're beginning the process of making it happen above the secondo passaggio, and that's what's going to give us consistent tone. So our voices will sound the same. Try it here, and one more time, and now we can start some stepwise stuff. Stepwise motion really begins the process of unifying these ranges, and it starts to make available the upper register to us for working in songs and things like that. So we want to get there. Well, we want to get there as quickly as we can, but not at the expense of proper technique. So for starters, you, 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 you. Just a descending 5-note scale with the oo vowel. Listen to it again. You, 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 you. And you can begin here. And one more time. And now we can also do we as well. We, 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 we. We, 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 we. And you're here. And one more time. Now, if there are any inconsistencies in the alignment of your vowel sounds, meaning that they're not placed similarly, that's pretty good alignment. If my alignment were poor, now granted that's an exaggeration, but if you don't have good alignment, those technical deficiencies are going to really get exacerbated in the zona di passaggio. It's going to become very obvious that there's an alignment problem. Go back to the thyroarytenoid dominant area of your voice, work out your alignment issues, and then come back and keep on comparing and contrasting. It's an excellent way to learn. You've got to try it to see what's going on. But if you notice that there's an issue with the alignment, come back to the chest voice, okay? Same thing with airflow. If there are inconsistencies in your airflow, if it's not as engaged and supportive as it needs to be for the zona di passaggio practice, come back to the thyroarytenoid dominant, come back to your chest voice, evaluate, practice, and then go back up into the upper register practice. Because now we're really getting into legato singing, and all of those minor technical inconsistencies will really get exposed because we have me on a descending pattern, but an ascending and descending scale afterwards. So it sounds like this. And we're really looking for consistent airflow, and we're looking for good consistent tone through the zona di passaggio. And for you, and one more time, and there you go. As always, I hope that helps. My name is Jeff. Take really good care of your voices, enjoy singing, and hopefully we'll see you again. Bye.